This is the Costco coupon book for October, and in here are some really great deals I plan to buy today. So in this video, let's walk around our favorite store, Costco, and show you the top 10 things that are on sale right now. Break down the ingredients to see if they're good or bad, and of course show those rock bottom Costco sale prices. This video is also sponsored by thrivemarket.com. My link down below will get you $20 off your first 3 orders and a free gift, but more on that later. Guacamole is on sale, and I actually love this because sometimes I'm lazy or sometimes you buy unripe avocados and it takes 4 days for them to ripen. This is the best brand on the market. It tastes almost as good as homemade. It's good foods and it's the chunky guacamole. You get a pack here of 3 13-ounce containers for $10. I oftentimes joke that it might cost more money to buy that quantity of avocados and make it yourself. And what do I love about this? Sure, it's organic, but see the ingredients, they're perfect. And they use lime juice, which is nice because some guacs use lime oil and it's very, very acidic. This tastes lovely, and because it's avocados, it's healthy fat. Look at the macros, guys. A serving has 1 net carb, yes, but 2 grams of fiber. Did you know, by the way, avocados are some of the highest fiber foods we can eat. Half of a medium avocado has about 6 to 7 grams of fiber, which is crazy because fiber-rich foods are so good for digestion and our gut. This is epic. Once again, 3 containers for $9.99, and it's football season, and the Bears won their first game of the year the other day. High five. I love to see these tortillas on sale because I use them multiple times a week in Rose's lunchbox. They're Siete tortillas, and what does it mean that it says grain-free tortillas? Well, almost all tortillas have corn or flour. These are actually almond flour paleo, and before I show the ingredients, they're $3 off. So you get a 20 pack for $8.89, which is still more expensive than like a corn tortilla, but these are normally $1 a tortilla at every store. On sale, they're 44 cents. And check out the ingredients. Almond flour, tapioca starch instead of corn or wheat flour. Then we have other real ingredients. Now, wait a second, there's xanthan gum there, and Bobby says to avoid gums when possible. Yes, but the operative word is when possible, because this doesn't have any gluten or grain. Sometimes it needs a touch of a binder to keep it together, and I'm okay with that, and the rest of the ingredients are great. Just do what they say right here. Warm it in a pan for 10 or 15 seconds, or to be honest, I just do like 10 seconds over a low flame directly on the burner to loosen it up. If you want a good wrap, this is on sale and it's always Bobby approved. How's it going?
Good, dude. I'm looking for the grape juice.
Grape juice? Oh, hey, I don't work here, but if I find it, I'll let you know. Okay. Thank you. Who's this?
You.
Oh.
He's a very big fan. He gets everything that you recommend, and he had me get the app.
Oh, he cut you onto it?
He got me onto
High
the
five,
app.
Craig. Nice, man. I love to see that. Thank you. Thank you, bro. We got some sardines on sale. These do go on sale every few months, but it's a good thing. You talk about a pantry staple that is so nutrient dense and good for you. And what do I always say about sardines? They are the Rodney Dangerfield of the seafood world because they get no respect. Well, this is a pack of 6 tins here for $9. That's an amazing deal. And these are packed in olive oil, not cruddy seed oils or anything like that. And when I say nutrient dense, look on the back, they have a nice little panel here. A tin has 1,700 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are the healthy, anti-inflammatory omegas. We love those. 15% of your daily value of vitamin D and 22 grams of protein. Sardines are high in protein, right? Not quite as high as tuna, but people don't think about it like that. They're so good. Now leave a comment down below. Do you like these or not? Because I feel like you're either loving them or hating them. But if you just take a tin, mash it up, put it on a Bobby approved toast, which they don't have any Bobby approved bread at Costco. We gotta get a Bobby approved loaf here already. And then mash up an avocado, healthiest snack ever. And in the olive oil, I do wish it was extra virgin olive oil, but in the olive oil, which also is polyphenol rich, combine that with the omega-3s, which are very polyphenol, anti-inflammatory, you're talking awesome stuff. 6 tins for $9. Cheap and so darn good for you. put them in your pantry. Also great for your pantry is the sponsor of this video I talked about in the beginning, thrivemarket.com. My link down below gets you $20 off your first 3 orders and a free gift worth 60 bucks. Yes, they've been supporting the channel for 8 or 9 years now, which is great, but pretty much anything you'd find at most grocery stores is on Thrive Market, but is cheaper. You save about 32 bucks compared to going to the store, but the box comes to your house. What I'm gonna do is type out a list of my favorite items on Thrive Market, both food and personal care, and put it in the description box down below. And my link down there gets you 20 bucks off your first 3 orders and a free gift worth 60 bucks. Check it out. Oh, friends, it's on sale. The Dyson Submarine. If you watched my video a few weeks ago about what's new in September, this was here and now it's on sale. And it's one of my favorite things because it's a wet and dry vacuum and mop, and it works so well. I think they kind of show it on the back here. So it has the attachments for the dry vacuum that we know Dyson for, but then you swap on this wet here, and it works so great. Now, I have something similar at home. I have the Submarine that's only a mop, but as you can see in the video, it cleans the floor incredibly well. Don't walk too fast, just kind of just stroll while listening to a podcast, and it turns the water sometimes black. You're like, why is my floor that dirty? It's awesome. I actually would get this instead of a regular vacuum because you're getting 2-in-1 on sale for 120 off. So yes, it's expensive, but anyone who has a Dyson knows they're worth it. But to have a wet mop and dry vacuum all in one is awesome. And like I said, it's in the video of new things in September, which I'll link to here. Subscribe to the channel, my friends. If you're not subbed, you're missing out on multiple videos a week, shorts almost every day. Subscribe, hit the bell button, don't miss out. Now, it might not be the best coffee per se, but it's actually relatively new and it's on sale. It's the iced coffee from Starbucks. Check the ingredients to make sure. That's it, coffee and water. Why am I surprised? Because some of these will actually add natural flavors and whatnot. Now, this is not cold brew coffee. This is just regular coffee that's been cooled down, bottled, and that's it. I like cold coffee because here in South Florida it gets pretty warm. I don't want to sweat. But guys, instead of going to Starbucks and paying $5, you get 2 48-ounce tubs for $6.49. It's a great deal if you're into a regular Starbucks coffee. Now, what I've been drinking the last week is my new Faves City instant lattes. I took all the most popular lattes from like a Starbucks or a Dunkin', powderized them, made them instant with Bobby approved ingredients. People are loving the vanilla latte, the salted caramel latte. I have cafe mocha. I have brown sugar latte, all Bobby approved ingredients. You just stir it into 8 ounces of hot or cold water. They are delicious. If you want 15% off your first order, and I have a variety pack so you can try all flavors, I'll put a link down below. The advantage of shopping at Costco in the 9 o'clock executive member hour is you get free picks of the pumpkins. These are heirloom pumpkins, which are so cool. Look at that. This is $7. I'm gonna get this one. I'm not gonna get the warty ones, kind of freaking me out here. And a pack of 5 mini pumpkins. Like, come on, this is fun. Here's one I want you to be slightly careful about. The pomegranate juice is on sale. This is 64 ounces for $7.39. It's an amazing deal. But I want you to look at what's going on here. Yes, the ingredients are just 100% pommy juice, but what does it end with? From concentrate. When you have juices in a bottle, I don't think they should ever be from concentrate. If you want to put it as a powder in a mix or in jam or jelly, that's fine, but they take fresh pomegranates and then to make it a concentrate, they dehydrate it, turn it into a powder, can store it in a warehouse forever long, then rehydrate it with water. So it's actually quite a processed process. But even though there's no added sugar, can we see the natural sugars? 34 grams of natural sugar in 8 fluid ounces. 34 is just about 9 teaspoons of sugar. Now, yes, it's natural sugar, but if we're looking out for how much we're actually taking in, that's a lot, right? It's better than added cane sugar, high fructose, but I just want you to be mindful if you care about the sugar in your daily allowance. So technically this is Bobby approved, but I actually wouldn't drink it. I think every home should have an air purifier, and luckily for us, there's a decent one on sale all the way up here for $100 or 30 bucks off. A lot of people don't think about indoor air quality. We think about cleanliness and stuff like that, but the air quality in our home can be quite poor, which is why a good purifier is a must. And a good one will mean that it has HEPA right there. HEPA filtration removes 99.99% of particles, including bacteria, viruses, mold, smells, and smoke. I have 5 air purifiers in my home. It might be a little bit of overkill, right? And the brand I have is Air Doctor, which is probably slightly superior to this, but this is great. Now, pay attention. It says suggested 384 square feet, which is why you might want to have a couple in your house. Ignore the maximum room size, because that's BS. The one I have at home is a huge one, and it covers about 1,300 square feet. This little one is not going to cover 1,800. They put that in big, but the small is 384. So maybe a couple or at least one in the most popular room in the house. Very, very, very important. And to get it for $100 for a HEPA filter is a solid deal. We got a frozen pizza on sale. Now, it's not Bobby approved, but to be fair, there's not one Bobby approved pizza here at Costco. It's probably the best, better for you option. And it's a 2-pack for $10 of a big cauliflower crust pizza. Actually, I have an idea to do a frozen pizza taste test as a short. If you want to see that video, I'll review ingredients, give it a score, leave a comment down below if you want to see it. Even though it's cauliflower, it's not low carb. It still has 27 carbs per serving. That's because it's cauliflower, but it also has some starch in there. But to be fair, the ingredients are super clean. If you look at the list, my only ingredients that give me an issue is the cheese is not organic or non-GMO, and that's really about it. Yes, there's cane sugar, but it's 1 gram in a quarter pizza. That might be in the sauce or something. Compared to most pizzas, it's very solid. If the dairy was just non-GMO, it'd be like almost perfectly Bobby approved. I've never had it though. I've talked about it when it's on sale, so I'm looking forward to trying it at home. If you like it, let me know, but this is the best pizza they do have at Costco, and to get 2 of them for that deal is pretty epic. Sponges don't get a lot of people excited, but Scrub Daddies do, because I use a lot of these at home, and they're on sale, an 8-count for $12.49. And these are new actually, because they usually have the Scrub Mommy here. They now have the Scrub Daddy. What's the difference? Because the mommies have a bristly side on one and the soft on the other. The daddies are just harsh all around, which I guess that's how they get the name. These are great because, see what it says right here? Scratch free. So if you have non-stick pans at home, ideally ceramic because Teflon is toxic, if you use the abrasive side of any sponge, I'm trying to look at the other ones around here. Here, if I use the abrasive side of this sponge right here, it'll make micro scratches everywhere. Makes the pan look bad, but also affects the non-stickability. The cool thing about the Scrub Daddy, it won't scratch the pan. And correct me if I'm wrong, this was like a Shark Tank thing way back in the day, and whoever invested in that deal is probably making a lot of money because these are very, very popular. Like they say, dishwasher safe. Make sure, please, to wash your sponges at least a couple times a week. You think about like they're just sitting in dirty water in your sink and everything. Either way, it's a great deal. For $12.49, I would grab them. Perhaps one of the most underrated items in my kitchen is the vacuum seal machine. Really comes in handy for multiple reasons, but right now, guys, it's 40 bucks off. It's $89 for the legit food saver. Now, like it shows in here, it's good for vac sealing fish and meat because the dreaded frost, right? We don't like putting meat and getting freezer burn because it ruins it. But if you live in a humid environment like me in South Florida, if you put flour or nuts in your pantry, the humidity can get to it really quick, and sometimes you open it and it's off or rancid, or sometimes like you open a bag of flour and there's all these little bugs in there and it's gross. But if you vac seal it and keep it in the freezer, including like flour, which I do, you're good to go. To get a real deal one for that price is great. Now in the coupon book, it said the Food Saver brand bags were on sale too. I don't see that, which is nice. So if you got that, I would do the 2 combo because that's awesome. This could be one of the most underrated things on sale right now. It's the sinus rinse kit. It's got a ton of stuff in here for $18.49. So much cheaper than buying it on Amazon. I used to have chronic sinus infections, and growing up, my parents would just give me like a Z-Pack like it was candy, which is devastating on your immune system. But about 10 years ago, I decided to fight them naturally, and this is great, especially during cold and flu season. I use this every single night. It comes with 2 empty bottles, a saline sprayer, and 250 salt packets that I believe have a little bit of sodium bicarb in there. Just shoot it up your nose and it keeps your sinus cavity clean. That's important in general, especially if you have allergies, but during cold and flu seasons, that's where the bacteria and the viruses can live and breed. So if you shoot it out, you keep it clean, you see all of the yellow boogies come out. It's really, really important. Try it out. $18.49. I'm taking 1, maybe 2 of these home. That is it, my friends, for what's on sale in the Costco coupon book for October. Pretty solid, if I do say so myself, so write down your list and come on down to the warehouse and do some shopping. Do not forget also to check out thrivemarket.com. Once again, my link down below gets you $20 off your first 3 orders and a free $60 gift, and I type out a list of my favorite Thrive Market items, both food and personal care, and put it down below. But that is it. Like, subscribe, share. I leave you like I always do. #keep on cooking. Mad love from me to you. Peace. Bye.